Go. Okay. All right, is this thing on? Yes, it is. Hello, fellow podcasters, or whatever you want to call, or want me to call y'all anyway. I'm still working on the intro. This is the Loaf Podcast. Welcome to the 10th episode, but this is not on a positive note. But I will start positive. See, I'm a bit back, I guess, but as you can tell, I'm Wilfred the Bread Loaf. Oh, blah 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 blah. I'm pretty sure you know who I am, and I got some co-hosts. I got a new co-host because the past one. Well, we're gonna talk about them. And let's start off first with the first one. We have Luna. How you doing, Luna?
What's up? I'm back. I have power now.
Yep. Luna is my new co-host. Yeah, it says there that get replaced. This one's kind of for real this time. We'll get back to that. And we have Fred, aka Abby from BFP.
Hello, folks from Great Britain. Currently, it's 11 o'clock at night, and I pissed Danger off once by showing him FPE. It did not end well for Danger.
Seriously.
It ended well for me.
Okay, let's not before I put you on the hit list.
And let's not continue that part. Let's not try to piss the host off.
Yeah, and
especially with what's going to be happening.
Yeah, and for our newest guest, we have actually a really good friend of my co-host, Celestial. Oh, please mute Celestial.
Salutations.
Or do that. but yeah.
Hey, it's a formal greeting. I don't blame you.
Let's actually get to the meat and potatoes. And why I have
I'm sorry, I'm very giggly at the moment.
I can tell.
Very giggly. Can't really take stuff seriously at the moment, but I'm gonna try.
You must contain yourself simply.
Yeah. But let's get on to what's been going on. Now, the reason why I haven't been uploading a lot, I've been uploading a lot less lately. It's mainly because personally, I'm kind of losing more motivation on continuing this thing. The only reason why I'm doing this now is mainly more of an awareness one. Now, and some people and I know some people are also gonna go in some sort of comment section saying, "Where's the Titan TV minutes? Where's the Titan TV minutes? Where is it back? Where's our big Titan TV daddy at? Would you please stop getting on my region?" I'm not trying to say the word because
Nice save.
I'm not trying to say that thing, but I'm really losing motivation on that one because I don't know what to do with that one. But that's pretty much why I haven't really been doing a lot of those lately. I kind of just now doing OCs. They're just random one OCs I find and then end up finding and using, and then boom, edit. That's it. That's pretty much it. And now, where are the other people? Where in the hooba dooba are these other people at?
Well, you don't know. I do not.
Didn't know we had Master Yoda on the podcast.
You ordered up. There is still try.
When did Vector get here?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself but laugh.
I could not help. Even though it's meant to be like a sort of serious podcast, I could not help but not.
I mean, we got two people who are pretty good at humor, so
yeah. Simply,
I am good at.
Even if this is supposed to be a bit more serious, we gotta keep spirits high. Am I right?
That is true. That is absolutely true. Hallelujah. But yeah, where are
my audios?
Yeah, you may be asking, where on earth is Sarah? Where has Sarah been?
Why she's fucking dead. She dead.
No, she's not dead. No, she's not dead.
She's not dead. More so, permanently taking a break.
You can say that, but
In better
Sarah-
ways, that's just saying
Sarah's
she's
doing all
dead.
right. Sarah's doing all right. I haven't really got to come back to the podcast because knowing how these podcasts go, when it usually comes to Sarah, it becomes more of a chaotic mess, and it goes way, way too far, on some ends. So we're kind of taking more precautions on Sarah. Now, if you other here people, Silver in part of one of our last ones, and I believe it was episode 8. Was it? I don't know. I don't remember. But
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go
Or
outside.
not episode 8.
no, was it episode 8? Was it on episode 7?
I'm gonna go have a look.
I think it was either the Thanksgiving special or the Bird of Drums podcast.
It might have been that one, but I honestly don't know. So yeah, that was
Okay.
meh. Yeah, Silver hasn't really been.
The last one
Eh?
looked to be episode 5. No, episode 4.
Oh Jesus, that has been a long
The
time.
10th anniversary.
Holy Jesus, I'm going to
Crazy how quickly time passes.
Yeah, I'm going to need to get Silver back on here. She's doing fine as well. We still talk to this day. I really need to remember to bring some people back on the streams. Anyway, where's Skyline? Skyline, she's doing all right. She's doing fine. I can tell. I mean, I don't know if she's really going to want to do any of these again because it does tend to get a little loud.
Yes, she is very sensitive when it comes to loud noises, and she can only take it for so long. So I can understand why she probably
Fair enough.
won't come back. I mean, at most she might watch them, but she won't partake in them.
Yeah, and I don't want any type of. I don't want her to like completely leave due to that. So I'm just trying to make sure that things don't go wrong, and have her straight up leave due to us being so loud. So yeah, that's pretty much when I was Skyline. Now, for the actual person that was actually in the last one with the whole Sonic movie versus Mufasa baloney. I don't know if any of you. I don't know if Celestial has seen the Sonic movie.
Talk about the elephants
I
in the
have.
room.
I have not. I have seen the Sonic movie, and honestly, peak cinema. But accounting for the Mufasa movie, I have not seen that.
Yeah, I don't recommend it. Anyways,
I don't think anyone's really.
Considering I'm a technically undead zombie child thing from a paper school, I've not seen a film.
Oh, great. So we cannot really say anything about it. But all I'm going to say is Pibby was in that podcast. Now, the reason why I put the "we need to talk" there is about Pibby. There's been a lot of stuff going around in mainly a few Discord servers that I'm in. Like I'm in those servers. I was like a moderator on a few of them, and so was Luna as well. Oh, and yeah, there's a few things we need to address, and
Many things we need to adjust.
Yeah,
and I am so sorry. I mean, I want to apologize. I want to apologize to the fact that we've been hiding this for so long. I did not want to initially address this to anybody, mainly due to the fact that this may end up going so viral is going to end up getting harassed. They're going to end up getting harassment or something like that. Yeah, it is really got, and I don't want them getting harassed. So here's what I'm going to say. And please, for the love of God, do not harass Pibby. Please do not harass Pibby at all. For the love of God, because we do not condone any sort of harassment at all. And if there was any
harassment, no witch hunting, we don't condone any of that. So please, do not try and go after this person. person, as our views will stand within here. That though they seem like a bad person, they probably have some good in heart, and we don't want to wish anything actively cruel upon them, because if you know anything about the internet and anything about a lot of the communities within them, there are people in there who will actively go out of their way to harass people just for their own amusement. And though it's not really talked about that much, especially when it comes to people who are heavily affected by this, it can lead to people taking their own lives.
Yeah,
and we genuinely wouldn't want to wish that upon anyone.
Dead straight.
So please do not condone, do not witch hunt this person, do not go in out of their way and harass them. We still want to wish the best for them, and if anything, just be decent people, honestly. I know it's hard, but please, at the very most, be decent people.
Yeah.
Decency isn't actually a hard task. It's more so people using their free will not to be decent.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe for some others, it may be hard, but for people who actually do understand these concepts, maybe being decent isn't actually a hard task for them.
Yeah. And with me being in a different universe, different country, Great Britain, things are different here. I did not know about this until, before we started the podcast, where I was told by Lofi and Luna. I didn't know what happened. All I knew was Glitch's side. I don't take sides. I don't. So I wanted to actually hear Luna and Lofi's side as well as Glitch's side. So I don't take, to be honest, being British and having a bunch of American friends, you don't take sides. Here's a warning. If you've got American friends, if you've got two American friends and they're in a bit of a twizzy or an argument or something like that, do not take sides. See what's going off between the two of them. And if you've got a little brother that's annoying you, drop kick him down the stairs.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help but laugh.
I can agree with that.
I mean, hey, it's serious, but then we got to bring the humor in somewhere with the British guy.
True.
Yeah.
But us all we really gotta say for the harassment. Now, what's actually been going on? Now, this is gonna be from everybody's perspective. Now, I will admit, I am not the best narrator. So, if my narration skills are basically how's one say is complete other garbage, and so
Ringo started a better job.
If need be, if you feel like you can't talk better, then maybe us will narrate a little bit. I know as much as you do, probably.
Exactly.
I only know about my side.
And Luna,
I've already kind of explained the situation to Celestial, so he is somewhat aware.
And I've been in a good bit of this little drama myself, and a few other dramas relating to this person.
Yeah,
you can thank me.
Actually, I can thank myself, but alright.
That's it.
The info, however, is yes. I can definitely thank you for the info.
Yeah, if anything.
Yeah, but it's time. It's time to actually get to the meat and potatoes. So first off, if you don't know who Glitch is, she was part of my podcast. Well, I believe part episode 2. Then
yes, from episode 2, the Friday Night Funkin'.
Yep.
The FNF.
Yeah, I started inviting people. I invite Glitch and Luna. Thank you. Still, thank you for joining. But yeah, and after that, they've both kind of been more getting on onto FNF, not really FNF, but the podcast lately, and now it's but behind the scenes, it's oh boy, there's a whole rabbit hole that we need to go to. Oh boy, how does one say this without sounding like I'm harassing the person? Because I do not want to shed. I don't want to make them seem like the most evil person ever.
We don't want to make them sound like the villain.
Yeah, we don't want to make them sound like the villain, but at the same time, sometimes it's hard to not be blunt.
Yeah.
Especially in these cases. So if you don't mind me somewhat taking the reins here, because I'm not really the best at explaining situations either, but I know at least explain enough to at least get the basic details down. I guess the first thing that we should get into of this rabbit hole is the very unhealthy habits that Glitch has actively shown to have. Maybe not in the podcast, but behind the scenes, especially when it comes to their art skills, which please don't go harass them over their art either. In my eyes, they still have an amazing art style, and I feel like you should at least respect that. But bear in mind that with Glitch, they can kind of portray their art, use their art to portray their feelings about people in not the
Very
greatest ways.
very gruesome ways, and I mean
Yeah,
that,
which I
and
will
I mean
not be
that in the term, and I mean that in the definition where it is not a sight. It is not a great sight to see.
And I'm gonna say this. Oh boy, how bad! Like how bad the gore really is. Like I kid you not. Like this is straight up just immoral. This is the by far one of the worst.
It's violence with no reason, pretty much. And
Yeah.
if you do this, let this be a little reminder to those who actually do these type of artwork. So actions and the fictional creations. If you do this, please go seek help. That or you really do deserve to be trapped in a mental ward, because doing this is not healthy at all.
Like
Yeah.
like
Here's the thing. Here's the thing as well. When it comes to gore, when it comes to art, especially if it's going to be on the more gruesome and gory side, if you want to do art involving it, it's better that you do it. It's better that you do it in a way that actively. It's better to not do it within a viewing perspective, sort of thing, unless you're doing. If you're doing it for story, or if you're doing it for some form of challenge, say kind of like the Goretober stuff. I've seen that stuff around on the internet. That kind of stuff is fine. But if you actively use and portray gore within situations involving characters that people own and do it without their consent and for actual malicious tendencies, then yeah, you are not okay.
dead straight.
And they have they've and this one this isn't entirely this isn't and this is just covering only like half of this sort of gore related art that they do. Yes, they do art for stories as well, for story related stuff as well, and for the most part it is decent, but in cases where they have portrayed their character, especially now, it's gotten to the point where it can be taken as technically too far, especially since they never gave a proper reasoning behind doing this, and even when they tried, it's not exactly a good reason in a story setting.
Yeah, and plus remember, this is only our opinion. It's mainly our perspective on the thing. So you can portray all of this however the heck you want. Do whatever you want. But
I will say as well, involving Glitch's art and involving Glitch's fictional characters. And once again, no, don't go harassing them about this. But this is also a significant problem that they have been doing. They've essentially been ripping off other things without even giving proper credit or even trying to make it in a way that is unique.
which we have noticed.
Yeah.
Now,
For example,
This is most prominent with their main character, the main character they have, which is Glitch. The character originally was essentially, to put it in a very easy summary, just Pibby from Learning with Pibby. Then
Which got canceled.
they've yes,
That got canceled
Yes.
immediately.
but then later on they changed it to other characters, and then without even to pretty much say they didn't make it original in their own way. Rather, they really did just take what a
Rip it
character has already done and ripped it off completely.
Yeah.
Now you may and
Well,
people
I'll
may
say that.
go at us for this. People may go at us for this, like, oh, this is like their interpretation on the character, and oh, there maybe is something else with the character, and oh, but all that other jazz. But this is me, and like I said, y'all can have your own opinions. That's fine. Y'all have your own opinions. We have ours. Just don't go at us. That's all I ask.
Exactly. Just don't
Yeah.
go fighting us.
Yeah, don't go. Yeah, that, if
Report
anything,
the
yeah,
goober
don't
on the
go at us
internet,
involving
please.
our opinions, because especially with all the negative stuff, it also explains a lot as to involving a lot of the stuff that they actively engage in with their artistic style. And it doesn't help the fact that with other people influence had gotten them into doing other art even before they were technically of legal age to even condone in that stuff. I'm not going to go into detail because it's not monetization friendly, but
Which, yeah, we have already explained how. Oh boy, do I? Oh no, I don't even want to get into it personally because
I
I know
probably
how
can.
bad it's gotten.
yeah, it's gotten pretty bad. And yeah, we still want at least we don't want Luffy's channel here to get absolutely destroyed by mentioning
Oh, found it.
certain
Found
things.
it.
So that's
Found
why
something.
we're being very
Cautious
vague.
sort
So
of thing.
yeah, that is essentially the thing.
I mean,
There's
Onto some of the other problems that can
can I sort of
are a
explain
little
like
bit more
my side as
controversial,
well?
but um but
Go on.
are actively stuff that we do not actively like or really engage with, and are some of the primary reasons that we disassociated with Glitch altogether.
Mhm.
To start off, to just even start off, Glitch, when it comes to their personality, I think you might even be able to tell in some of the streams. They have tended to if I would how would you say this, actively be an asshole naturally when it comes to being around other people, especially with people that they don't really know too well.
Yes,
Wait.
and not the funny.
Without really taking the chance to get to know
Yeah,
them
not
better, or even
Yeah.
actually
And not
and not
even
see
in a
the
nice.
not even in the funny way, because yes,
Like,
you can
straight
be
up
an asshole
dickhead.
while letting people. Here's the thing: being an asshole, you can be one while also letting people know that it's definitely all just jokes and it's just to be funny. Or you can be an asshole to others that clearly you're acting in such a way where you spite them, and that's why you don't have any friends socially.
Mm.
And
Like,
Glitch is
take me and Celestial over here, right? Me and him don't really talk much. And right
Yeah.
now, we don't like know each other properly, like fully sort of thing. But we're still getting along. I'm showing him like I say to everyone, treat others with the respect that you want to be treated with. I'm meaning
True words have never been
everyone here.
spoken.
So this, for example, say Celeste over here treated me like a piece of shite, I would treat him as a piece of shite. But because he's treating me nicely, I'm treating him with that sort of respect. So go out and actively be an arsehole to someone outside in public, like, say, the bus driver, right? Because you don't know what's going on in their life. Like,
You really
a
don't.
nice, a nice hello and how are you will change their day. To know that there's someone that says, "Hey, how are you doing?" Because I have said that a couple of times to bus drivers, and I've actually got looked at by some of the drivers and said, "Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking." I've actually been, but even asked by some of the drivers, "Why do I do what I do?" And bus spot, it gets you out of the house for starters. In the UK, it gets you out of the house. But other things include you get to meet new people. I mean, the bus spotting community around my sort of area in the UK isn't good. Some of the spotters aren't nice, but then some of them are. It like depends on who you meet up with. But there is one consistent thing about everyone around here is we're all a bit crazy on this side. But really, one of the things that I have taken from the bus community, and I've seen all across the other communities I'm in, is toxicity in everything, like toxic atmosphere.
Toxicity.
Yeah, toxic.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Well, I didn't know about this drama with glitch and everything. I was in the dark. And I had a nice day today. I went to a bus event down south of my city in England. I ain't going to say which town or city or what village or whatever where I went. But I got a couple of buses and I was in another place nearby my hometown. And I got a message for a bus depot tour. And I was casually nicking the Wi-Fi from a Weatherspoons. I am openly admitting that when I'm out, I don't have data. So I just nick the Wi-Fi from a Weatherspoons. Can you blame me? No, because I nicked the Wi-Fi from a Weatherspoons. Can you find the toilets? No, you can't. You've got to go over that way about 1,000 miles, and then that way about 1,000 more miles. And there you go. You find the toilets from Weatherspoons. It's a hike. It's a hike to the toilet. It is a literal hike to the toilets in a Weatherspoons. And that's coming from a Brit. That's coming from a British guy. When and you know it's even funnier when a British guy is mentioning about the toilets in a Weatherspoons.
Seriously.
I know it's not meant to be a sort of serious podcast, but where the fuck is the toilets in a Weatherspoons, man? Come on! Seriously!
Where are the toilets in Weatherspoons, man?
Yeah, they're down that way and then up that way about 200 kilometers.
Nah.
That is crazy. That is just crazy.
Crazy? I was crazy once.
Oh god, no. We don't need this now.
Oh no.
Okay. If we were to shift back into topic, and I will say this, Fred, this might actually give you a proper understanding as to why you were left in the dark about the situation, Fred.
Mhm.
And this is the kind of thing with Glitch, is that Glitch, they have always had a tendency of trying to avoid any sort of personal subjects, especially when at least for us, we've actively been trying to help them, even in the littlest of ways, because I mean, sometimes you just got to do something that can at least help someone to at least keep them from doing something rash or just doing something that they could actively regret.
Which we can understand. Like, we understand, like, hey, if you don't want to talk, you don't want to do all this crap, I can understand. I completely get it. But
yeah, we completely understand that, but it's just the problem is that you have to open up eventually.
No,
And the
you
fact
don't
that
open up
he was
about it.
incredibly persistent to not opening up, sure, you can kind of say it's stubbornness, but you can't entirely use that. You can't entirely use that to clarify everything.
Which is
Because at the end of the day, it's just going to make you look worse. And it's going to get people to actively think the worst about you.
Yeah.
And
If
that's
we've
kind of
noticed.
how it led to us completely
Not having.
disassociating with Pibby because they actively wouldn't open up. And even when they would actively say, and this is just a personal pet peeve I have. I hate it when friends actively push away their problems, whether or not it's through stubbornness, even if it's just the littlest amount. But it becomes a bit too far when you actively push away all support, even if it's only a little tiny bit that can at least keep you from not going mentally insane. Which, honestly, I don't know if Glitch even has sanity anymore at this point. They probably don't.
No, really does not.
No.
It really
Yeah.
doesn't.
But yeah, this is just the problem, and that's just kind of the problem. If you want to actively have friends, you need to be able to understand each other. You need to be able to actively, be able to bond with someone and give someone the chance to properly understand who you are as a person and and just overall what they want to be. And if the person respects that, and if the person is able to understand you and they completely support you, then that's all good. It doesn't help when you try to put on a fake personality, which Glitch has done on numerous occasions.
Which we have
Exactly.
noticed on numerous occasions. And it's
Yeah.
happened on numerous occasions, and we're starting to get sick of it on numerous occasions. It's been it's happened over and over and over and over again. And the fact that it's gone on and on and on and freaking on, and it's now gotten to the point where everybody, even me, who has associated with Glitch for over about 3 years now. No, not 3, like 2.5 years. I've associated with them for 2.5 years, and the fact that now they just started, like before they were a bit of a dickhead, but they weren't as much of a dickhead. Now, like, I don't know what happened. But
No, I'm pretty sure none of us do, and none of us probably will. But yeah, and this is just a lesson to be learned. This is also to be a lesson to be learned. You really should allow your friends to actively understand you, so that way they can actually help you. Especially if you're going through something rough. Sure, if you don't want to talk about it, then that's fine. But you have to open up eventually. Otherwise, people are just. You're just gonna make people even more concerned, and you're just gonna end up hurting both sides. That is essentially what Glitch has done. And Glitch, if you do end up watching this, we're so sorry that you have to listen to all this, but we hope
It's
that
true.
you can at least learn something from this. And come to understand that we don't want to associate with you anymore for these reasons, and that you can at least come to respect it. But
no.
and this is another very heavy pet peeve of mine. Glitch has had a pretty consistent reputation of being completely dependent of other people. And it has gotten to the point where it's been actively hurting both sides.
And don't even get me started. Like, when you're heavily dependent on people, you're not going to end up, like, I'm just going to say this. When you're going to the internet, the only person you can really depend on is yourself. That's the only thing. You got to remember that.
Yeah.
Do not, if you want advice from me, if you can't depend on yourself, don't be on the internet. at all. And I've been on the internet for
Exactly.
years. We've all been on the internet for years. And I know people who've been on the internet for longer than us.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like
Mhm.
No, like that's an example for me. Even before, like even after I
Remember,
started being
being
able
on the
to
internet
actively,
is not safe.
strange.
yeah,
It
the internet is
it's a luxury.
the internet is very much not a safe place. So you do have to be
Well,
aware
not
of
a safe
that.
place
However,
anymore.
being on the internet can listen. Being on the internet requires breaks. You need to take a break off the internet from time to time in your life. You can't be dependent on the internet at all.
That's
Exactly. Like, take what I was saying earlier.
Well,
Like, take what I was saying earlier.
yeah.
I went actually outside and went out on the buses and touched grass. Literally, I actually touched grass today because there was like a park nearby where where they parked the bus. So I touched grass. So that's probably what the other three haven't done in 2 years now.
funny. Very
That
funny. Ha
honestly,
ha.
that is very funny. There
Very
have been
funny.
a few times where I have actively gone out and touched grass, but bitch.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I
Bish,
have touched
bish,
grass.
bish. I
I
meant bish,
couldn't help. I couldn't
bish,
help it. I could not help.
bish.
You dick.
Oh, I couldn't help it.
Anyway, I know. I know where you're coming from. But then again, I will say there have been times where I have actively gone out when it's not for school. There have been a few times where I have actively gone out with family and actively did stuff and not just sat around my room 24/7.
I mean, look at me. I mean, I'm like a person that
Hasn't seen the sunlight in about a month.
yeah. I mean, at like I'm just a guy who sits in his room all and maybe at least I still touch grass. I'm a guy. I'm a grass toucher sometimes. I will touch grass. I will go outside.
We're all playing around. We're all playing
Straight up,
around
if
here.
I get the chance, I will straight up switch onto my phone, go outside, and legit record myself touching grass, legit laying on the grass. The only problem is it's nighttime where I am right now, but I
Yeah,
don't care.
it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good quality. It'd be very dark.
Yeah, it honestly would have been kind of bad.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been good
I
quality.
mean, considering the darkness outside for me, it's currently midnight.
We're not gonna go at you going to bed this time.
Yeah,
No, we're not doing
since I class since my coach and all from somewhere different, and I'm from somewhere different to the rest of these lot being from Great Britain. Shit works different here. It's currently midnight for me, but it's God knows the fucking time for them.
7.
They're about
It's like 7.
Yeah.
It's 7
7, 6, whatever fucking time it is over there in America, because you got fucking different time zones depending on where you are.
Yeah, time zones are weird like that. When
No,
you're
okay.
able to understand where when you're able to understand your friends' time zones, then it actually help you to actively schedule times to be able to hang out with those people, especially if you
I
come to
highly
understand
recommend.
what their schedule consists of as well.
My schedule
Yeah.
tomorrow is full.
Oh wow! Everybody just went
Next week
silent.
until
Oh.
Sunday is empty. Then on Sunday is full.
Oh wow! Everybody went silent on my end. Holy Jesus, that's not good.
Yeah, I think you might be having difficulties
Are
there.
we
RJ.
having a Murder Drones 2 Electric Boogaloo moment?
Shut
Don't!
up! Shut up, Fred! Don't mention that to me! Don't mention
Are you
that
kidding
all
me,
the
dude?
time!
Are you kidding me, dude? We don't need to be reminded of that.
We don't need a repeat of that now, do we?
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't.
Also, I'm sending you some art of glitches of see that we were talking about. Now I don't know if we're gonna be able to share. I don't even think I'm gonna share my screen for this because I may end up getting
Yeah,
killed.
I mean, then again, you guys don't need to know. You guys don't need to know our discords. We don't need you guys all of a sudden coming in and suddenly contacting us.
Like, yeah, if I see one of y'all on my Discord, I'm just gonna say hi. That's it.
Well, if you try to contact me, I'll probably tell you to feck off.
Don't actually don't contact us. We're humans just like you. We're not AI voices. You may think, oh, Loaf is an AI voice. I'm not. I'm not. We're not.
We sound how would we even sound like an actual AI voice? That's the thing. How would we even sound like that?
I don't really know. What happened to
Hopefully the same won't be thought for me. Hopefully the same won't be thought of for me.
I'm sorry.
You're very chill. You're very chill.
What are you doing?
Anything of the sort.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Mr. Circle. That's for a different. That'll be for a different one. That'll be just for
that'd be for a different podcast, my guy. Which also, speaking of podcasts, bit of a slight advertisement. Maybe look out for a potential podcast, maybe in a few weeks. Potentially on the 5th of next month for a certain subject, for a certain franchise getting its 10th anniversary.
Oh yeah,
just like how we did with FNAF.
Oh,
and who knows, we might
Sonic. I remember that.
Yep, that's what I was referring to.
I thought you were going on about Undertale.
Oh yeah.
Undertale. We're definitely gonna be doing one for that too.
Don't.
I've already called in for Kara.
I'm going to be Sans. I'm Sans.
I'm just saying. I'm going as a genocidal child.
I'm probably gonna take risk. This is bad.
Oh boy.
if we want to, unless we decided to involve something like Undertale. If you guys haven't heard of Undertale Red and Yellow, is it a fan game? Or is it a mod? I don't know.
Mod.
I think it's a mod.
But yeah, that is a mod. That is a mod. I mean, it is still the original Undertale, but with a few minor tweaks. With a few minor changes, potentially end up in that, recommend going in as Clover. But I mean, I don't think we're going to be including. I don't think we're going to be including I don't think we're going to be including Undertale AUs.
Yeah, we're most likely not, due to the. We all know how that fandom is. Jesus.
We don't want to go down that rabbit hole today, folks.
Yeah, the fandom is.
Although in other sad related news, though, the person that brought Thomas and Friends to our TV screens, Brittlecroft, has sadly passed away.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That's unfortunate.
The person that brought Thomas the Tank Engine with his 6 small wheels, his short stumpy funnel, his short stumpy boiler, and his short stumpy dome to our TV screens has sadly passed away.
Man, I think I technically watched a little bit of that as a kid, so yeah.
I've watched that so many times.
Rest in peace.
May she rest in peace, and they should be known for making childhood possible.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Without her, we would not have gotten all of Thomas and Friends that we have. I hate the new. Although, if there is one thing I will say that the Reverend W. Audrey will be rolling around in his grave about, is All Engines Go. Which, in other news about All Engines Go as well, the animation company behind them is going bankrupt.
Yes. Oh, they are?
They're going bankrupt. Yet they're slated for
That's wild, though. No, we went from me.
Damn, man.
That's wild, dude.
I will say, to somewhat try to get back on the topic here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
Uh,
do that because
yeah,
we've
at
been.
least with the
Stop bitching about
We
still.
must.
yeah, at least with
Get back on
involving
topic,
yeah, at the very
Rima.
most at the very most with the involving glitch again. If you guys do happen to find them or potentially come into contact with them, just understand that they are probably an unhealthy choice of friend, as they have gone down to the point where they are negatively affecting others while also negatively affecting themselves. And take it to understand that they are a person who is heavily mentally unwell to the point where really they shouldn't be on the internet. And I'm pretty sure all of us here agree on that.
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
don't have to agree.
But this is not. But we're not saying that in glitch. If you do end up watching this, we do hope that you eventually do get the help you
Come on.
need, because this has been going on for too long, and
It's
we
been
want
going on for technically ever since we've been friends,
and yeah,
and for far longer.
so
You
we
probably didn't even think about it until now.
all
And
of us-
and speaking of mentalities, especially considering a lot of this stuff, and especially going back in with the topic of you back then and somewhat even now, using your art as a way to portray your feelings towards people. I will say we can't really show the artworks because again, we don't entirely have full the full evidence, as well as the fact that we don't exactly have like all of the art involved in all that.
and all I'm gonna say is
And but
we wouldn't want it. We
you
wouldn't want
really
it.
need to work on stopping this habit. If you continue to draw stuff relating to us without our consent, and especially if it's in a negative way or out of spite, we've heard you say about this towards Celestial. We've heard you say about this stuff towards other friends. You really should quit on this habit. It is very unhealthy, and you could even break your own friendships by doing this as well. So please, for the sake of your mental health and everyone else's, please do not condone in this act anymore.
We just want people to understand. We just want everybody to understand what's been going on. And like I said, for the 50 billionth quadrillionth, I don't know how many millions that there are anymore. Just don't harass anybody that's getting involved. Don't harass any of us. Please. Like it has gone so much to the point where it's going to end up affecting everybody, which
I
includes
should
me.
say, it should be noted. Oh, well, actually, I will mention it later because I do have a question to ask. Should we explain everything relating to Glitch that we know of from then until now?
Ooh.
Pretty much just low dumping everything.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a long street. This may end up.
This is gonna become long. I mean, it's already it's already getting
40,
close to 50 minutes.
This might end up. We might
We do
end
need
up
to at least
making
have
it
the stream
2
go for an hour. So
Yeah, we may end up making it to 2 hours. To be real.
Honestly,
who knows?
So this is kind of like a very big lore dump, and like this is just. But like I said, this is not towards. We're not trying to make Glitch the villain in this story.
Yeah, we're not trying. Yeah,
really not.
This is
But
the thing as well. This is the thing as well. We do not actively wish any negative. We don't wish to condone any extremely negative things towards them, especially if it could sorry, I can't English is hard. But we especially don't condone in any which, like mentioned before, we don't condone in witch hunting. We don't condone in harassment. We especially do not support any of that. And please, if you guys do, even if you guys do this, please do not even go to the extent of actively trying to leak anything
Yeah.
personal about this person. Because we will say certain someone in here has done that before with one situation, and trust me, it did not end well. But we
At all.
thankfully resolved
Well,
that,
let's not
and
point.
we
Yeah.
learned that that's wrong. We're not going to go into detail because
Nor
not
should
really
it be brought up in here because that person
Yeah.
in particular is not the main topic. So
that too.
yeah.
But yeah,
Um.
let's run this back.
Yeah. To get the ball rolling. Since I'm new here, let me explain a little bit about myself, since that will give some proper context to what I'm about to say. So, yes, as they mentioned, I'm Celestial, full online alias Mr. Local Celestial. I am a writer to an extent and an artist. I'm currently writing a Sonic fan manga, called Sonic Fowler, and one of my characters. If there's one thing I used to do that I don't normally do now, when I was a bit younger, was bring up my characters quite a bit. Um, well, don't do as much now, but when I brought up my characters, um, I did bring up a discussion between my main character from the fan manga, Hanosu, and Glitch. And during this discussion, Glitch got mad to the point where they sent me a death threat over an OC discussion, which is not the best thing to do.
And
Use like
yeah,
first of all, as it should be said, you're an adult in this situation, and you're talking to a teenager.
Who's younger than
so-
any of us, believe
yeah.
it or not.
I am
He's
younger
the
than all. Yeah, I am younger than
you're
all
the
of you
youngest, so that's
in
an
this.
issue. So
Yeah,
that's a
I'm the
big
youngest in
issue.
here. Yeah, I am the youngest in here. Surprisingly, it should be said though, like you're an adult in this situation, and you, who is about 3 years older than the other party in this argument, you send them death threats, and the reason for such a horrible act is, well, a crime even, is because, well, they were simply talking about you. They were simply comparing and contrasting your OCs to one another, which is already should be a sign of unhealthiness or online unhealthiness, because you shouldn't have to do such a thing, nor anyone should have to do such a thing, like ever in an argument, because it's really just immature.
And can I interrupt real quick, because
Of
this is
course.
not the first time this happened.
Oh
this
yeah, it's
happened
definitely not.
multiple times, even before. And I know it sounds like this is really out of the blue, but believe me or not, this has happened over and 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 over. You get the point.
Yeah.
you got the point.
You get the whole gist of things. It's a whole pattern. Where whenever Glitch doesn't get their way, they send in a death threat.
Yep, and it's not a good thing to do, because ultimately, if you don't get your way and you start doing a literal crime over it, that's an already sent a picture of who you can
That's
already.
OD.
Yeah,
That's OD, man.
truly.
Yeah. And yeah, you can continue.
But yeah, okay.
You were-
So it was really, it wasn't honestly how I treated the situation. I didn't think much of it because, well, first of all, it's a random adult sending me a death threat over a very immature topic. Like, literally, you don't have to act this way because someone was simply comparing and contrasting your OC with theirs. I spoke of it to quite a good portion of my friends, including Luffy and Luna. I don't think Fred was ever informed of this ever.
No, I
Fred
was
wasn't.
never
Yeah,
informed of. I am
yeah.
never informed of shit
Fred
See,
wasn't.
so now you know.
until.
So now you know how Glitch will act if they don't get their way, or simply you say that, um, or simply you say that, oh, my OC can do this and your OC can't do that, while actually bringing up proper reasoning and logic as to
Yeah.
why such a difference is even there. Um, I I'm trying to not go on a writing tangent, but
Yeah, I mean, there
besides
is
that,
one thing if I will say, if there is one thing I do hate when someone does an OC,
is it
is
making them a
when
Mary
they make
Sue?
it is when they make it like their OC too overpowered.
Yeah,
Because
so
with Fred, for
essentially,
example, yes, he is smart as fuck, he is strong as fuck, but there is
you
one
can't.
downside to him.
Yeah,
He has one weakness, and that he is a human. He
you
is
said.
bound
Yeah,
to the physical strength of a human. So
yeah.
he can just
So
die.
you can't.
Straight up.
Yeah,
You
you
can
can't
kill
just
him.
make. Yeah, essentially. Sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah,
Essentially,
sorry.
you can't make a Mary Sue and expect people to be like, "Oh, this character is well written," because it should be a very apparent note that Mary Sue's are never written good. As a matter of fact, the
No.
term Mary Sue is used for a character that's written poorly and is essentially trying to be perfect. Because every Mary Sue is essentially a character that tries to be perfect. You should never make a character that tries to be perfect
Yeah,
or
like
is perfect. I say try to because essentially you try to make a OC this this perfect character, then you soon realize that it fails horribly.
and mind if I interrupt again? Like I have an
Yeah,
OC named Danger. Now, keep in mind, like he has all his strength and durability, and he has better intelligence than a lot of other people. But there's still major weaknesses. There's still weaknesses. One, he's majorly slow. One of the things
He is slow. He
he is
he been
slow.
eating too much McDonald's.
No, it's not even.
Okay, dude. Okay, did you really have to say that?
Not McDonald's,
Considering considering I actually had a McDonald's today as well.
Oh my god.
I could not help but not keep my mouth silent as soon as Daedric said he's incredibly slow. I'm like, time to do something funny.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's funny.
I
I'm
just
sorry.
fucking knew. But
You
continue.
had to, I know. I know you had to, man, but golly, that was funny. That was good. That was good. Holy moly, that was holy cow, that was funny. I needed that laugh. Thank you. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, the Glitch has done this before with Ethan, and yeah, it constitutes and immediately a death threat, which in any sort of thing, that's already an immoral thing to do. But when you also got uh, the fact that you're an adult and he's a teen, he's the youngest out of all of us right now. Well, all of us in the
He's the
street.
youngest. I mean, I'm going 18 in a couple of months' time.
I'm gonna be 18 in 3 days. 3 days, dude.
Well, if I don't see you then, happy fucking birthday.
yeah. Then yeah. Holy Christ! All of you about to be adults.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
seems
I
I'm
wanna
falling behind.
I want to go back to bed.
Oh, you so you want to go to bed now?
No,
Let's
I
get back on the
I
topic
actually
here.
jumped off. I actually jumped off one of my favorite games to come onto this podcast.
Oh snap! That's dedication
Damn.
there.
Like, I didn't need to, but I did.
You've been here ever since the very beginning. You've been here ever since the
And
very beginning.
this might make Danger a bit more angrier. It's a fundamental paper education themed game.
Oh, for the love! I will.
Because
grab
remember
a
when you
card.
said the animation was shit?
I will give you a. I will. I hope I give you a Ford Pinto. I will give you a Ford Pinto.
And your
But-
third leg will be smashed inwards.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
keeping it PG, so don't worry.
I don't even know if that's PG.
Hey,
If you
if
know,
nobody
you know.
knows what the term third leg means,
If you know, you
Everyone should
know.
know.
if you're a guy, you definitely know what a third leg is because your little brother
Yeah.
punched you there once.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's not get into detail.
Yeah.
I already know where that's going. So I already know where
Yeah.
that's going. I'm starting to
Yeah,
understand. So yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Celestial.
Let's not.
Go back. Let's go
Let's
back.
yeah.
to topic.
Let's
Celestial.
actually
Yeah.
get back on topic so we can continue narrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, afterwards, yeah, Glitch. Well, continuing off of what I said. Glitch, first of all, if you are watching this or ever will watch this, don't do
Probably
this
not.
to anyone. Not just to me, not to anyone, as a matter of fact, because it is a very immature thing to do. It doesn't make sense why anyone would actually do this. Like, at all. It's just. It is a horrible thing to do.
Yeah, oh, man, that is wild. That's one wild thing to do. And don't even say don't even say that you were just joking around. Like,
Don't even make an excuse. Yeah,
like,
don't even say
that's
it's
not even
like a
that's
joke.
not even a
Because that's
joke
ultimately
either.
an
Like, you
excuse.
can't you can't
We
say
ain't
that.
joking about this sort of shit though.
Yeah, for real. Like, even
Like-
you got friends saying you can't joke about that.
Like,
Yeah.
I know when I know the difference between when to take a joke. Like when I said with Danger's OC, I am eating too many McDonald's. But then there's like some parts where joking is just like not allowed. Like say if like a family member has died, like recently, sadly for me, my dog's passed away, which was sad for me. Like you don't joke around with that
Yeah.
Seriously, you don't.
because that would make the person even more emotional. But when you can joke around is when like I said before with Dangerous OC with his weakness being he's slow as fuck and I said, oh yeah, he's eating too many McDonald's. I was thinking some other things in my head like AFC or is he queso?
I'm sorry, that's
I could not help but not crack a joke at that. But when you get to like family members, that's where I feel like jokes aren't supposed to come through. Like when someone's like talking about a family member that's passed away or something, jokes, just switch off all the jokes, just see if the person's alright. Like
Exactly.
say if something like happened to Danger's dog, right, and it went missing or passed away.
I don't have a dog. I don't
Like
own a
but
dog,
say if you did.
yeah, we did have one. We did.
Like
This actually
having
did
a dog having a dog myself,
that.
I actually feel sympathy. Sympathy for Danger losing an animal because dogs aren't a pet in my
Yeah.
like in our house. Dogs aren't pets. They aren't friends. They are family. And I got a funny story about the dog that sadly passed away. My uncle said he'd take care of her. No, he fucking didn't. My nan did most of the work for her. My nan took care of the dog more than my uncle. And that says something.
Yeah.
If my nan, me, and my granddad took care of the dog more than my uncle, who said, "Oh yeah, I'll look after her." Yeah, you're
My
talking out your left
tailbone.
arse cheek. My fucking left arse cheek, you're gonna look after her.
My left muffler.
However, unfortunately, I do have food, so I will leave. I will leave the studio.
Ah,
Mhm.
understood.
It's fine. No, it's
But my
fine.
presence, yeah, I've made my presence known though. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you made your presence at least.
Yeah. You
Who
have a
knows? I
great
might
day.
be. I might be in the second one without leaving early,
Who
Yeah.
or
knows?
the next one.
Or the one after.
Yes.
Or the one
But-
after.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyways.
you never know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
You never know.
yeah.
All I will say is, we'll meet again, but you don't know
Don't-
when. You don't know
don't know.
fucking when.
But I know
Oh, we'll meet again some sunny day. I can't help but not sing that song whenever someone
I
says
don't
it.
blame you, but at the same time, kind of have to be wary about that.
Yeah, because
anyways.
copyright systems are
Oh my god,
big
yeah.
annoying.
Copyright system do be like that. What? Wait
Anyways.
a second.
I'll make my leave now.
Yes, of course. Okay, this can't be real. This can't be fucking real.
What?
Oh, what the? Okay, sorry. I just saw something show. I just saw something show up on my Instagram feed. Apparently teaser trailer for the fourth Sonic movie.
What?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think it's real though. I think it's combining
No.
I think it's combining fake footage with real footage of the after credits.
Wait,
And
what are
real
you?
footage from the third movie.
Wait. What?
So-
I've
wait,
not
what?
watched the third movie yet. No spoilers, dickheads.
Yeah, I'm not going to give any spoilers. Calm down.
Calm your tits, bro.
I don't even have tits.
YouTube, don't go at me, please. This is just a joke.
I'm going to-
Well, no, I'm surprised you're able to deal with us too.
I mean, we're an hour in.
Yeah, but I don't
But
know.
we don't want to take chances.
Yeah, but we
I'm
don't
pretty sure
know.
none of us do.
Like, if anybody has anything else to say about the drama that really went on, besides that.
I mean, honestly, I don't really have that much else to say, but I've made it pretty. I think I've made my I think we've made our views pretty clear, and I hope you guys can at least come to understand some of the meaning behind this stuff. To put it at the end of the day, the at the end of the day, the best things I think you can really get from this is you should actively get to understand. You should actively get to understand who your friends are. Actively come to understand that little help is better than none, and overall, just allow your friends to act. Don't engage in very unhealthy habits, because that can not only destroy you but destroy other people if they're not careful. But I think that's essentially the moral to this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that aside, I think this the entirety of this has essentially been discussed. We don't have really anything more that we need to say about all this. So I think this is at least something to end the stream off of.
Yeah, let's end it off on a bit of a light note, though.
Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah.
let's just
One.
send someone into a twizzy.
And you could say this is kind of like a bit of an end of an era for season 1 of his podcast series. This season 1,
Yes.
taken off because season
Essentially,
1
yeah.
it's gone.
And I thought I might as well come and say goodbye for Series 1.
Series 1 has finally come to an end. However,
Mhm.
it does not mean that we'll be gone forever. We'll keep doing these podcasts.
We'll just be in fucking hibernation,
Exactly.
as Mittori once said.
Mm-hmm. No, and we want to wish everybody happy 2025. And even though it's been almost a month now, and well, we wish to see you all later. And this is Danger, aka Lofi, and co-host Luna, and
Mhm.
one of our oldest members. Here's Fred, and aka Mittori, aka everybody. And we wish
I've been a bunch of different characters, ranging from Five Nights at Freddy's to Friday Night Funkin' to Fundamental Paper Education.
what you just started now, and yeah, we wish you all a good night. So
Good night, good day, whatever fucking time it is.
yeah,
Mhm.
Well, it's never too late to have a cup of tea.
yeah,
Keep exploring those galaxies, everyone.
and remember, don't don't be like any of our past selves.
Yeah,
We're gonna be much better in the future. I promise you that.
I mean, we've still got the rest of 2025 to look forward to, at least. That is one good thing.
That is
Yeah.
well.
New year, new horizon, same old shitty life.
Yeah, but since this is the end of series 1 or season 1 or whatever you want to call it, it's time. We say we end this off.
Now for the bang.
Yep.
Someone grab me the dynamite.
All right then.
Allow me to ignite it for you.
And now,
I've got a
get
flamethrower,
the
don't
camera.
worry.
And I get the camera.
I got a flamethrower, don't worry. And I've also got a nuclear bomb.
Oh,
I don't think you should set that. I don't think.
Too fucking late! Duck and cover!
Oh God! Oh God! This was a bad idea.